Like I said, I think she'll tow it. Stopping may be a different story. Come on, you little tow roller who could. He's trying. To make things super easy, the column's locked. Can't find no keys. Damn it, Bill. Done scratched the paint.
Get you some free barbed wire.
Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Man, oh man, here we go again. Me and Slick Fitty back with some second channel action. And we are, well, we just got done buffing and cleaning up on old Gertie here. She practically looks like a brand new truck at this point. She's nice and clean. That's all buff paint right there, thanks to that gentleman over there. Whoever restored the grill did a killer job. That new grill just set that front end off. Not sure who did that, but anyhow, there's also karate in that video, so y'all may want to go watch it. So I had this idea for a end of the year inventory video. Y'all know a lot of the rigs we have already. We've kind of talked about some of the future build plans for some of the rigs. Then I've got rigs out at the other place that I ain't even showed y'all, and honestly we're probably not going to end up doing anything with. So I'm kind of mentally trying to work on what I'm going to end up getting rid of, what I may keep, build, you know what I'm saying. I can just go look at everything we got. Now I don't sell, you know, I'm not saying anything's for sale in this video, so please don't, you know, blow up my Instagram or email asking if I'm gonna sell this or that. If I decide to sell anything, I'll make it known, but right now I just want to go look at what we got, and we'll kind of talk about it as we go, I guess. Got enough, it's almost like we get to do our own little junkyard walk around.
DNH better watch out where it comes from the title.
Yeah, watch out, DNH. We too are going to be selling overpriced vehicles. Just playing. Boom, shop truck. We got old Gertrude, the 64 C900 International. Of course, y'all already knew her. And then, does anyone know who this thing is? You dang right. Y'all know who the YALL is. And I'm giving y'all all the vehicles. I mean, if we're going to look at the inventory, we're going to look at the inventory. So next to the YALL, this is not ours. Oil pan gasket should be here fairly quick, fairly soon for this. We can finally fix our last couple leaks and get it back to Slick's family. Right here we got some beef going on. That's what we got right here. All this Mac talk about a Love versus a Datsun. Right here we got a future episode, future drag racing episode, where that box truck is going to put box links on that Love.
Now you're gonna get the gap. That's what's gonna happen. I'll blow it up.
So y'all seen Slick 50's Love, of course, and a whole 6 months worth of build on the Datsun. So none of this is new, of course. So right here we're gonna have competition. Which one y'all like better? Of course, we gotta stay in categories here, so we're in the mini truck category. Got the Love versus the Datsun versus the YALL. Which one are y'all driving? Take your choose and comment down below. Boy, if anyone has a lick of sense, I know which one they're gonna choose for. Not that I'm trying to force someone to comment something, but if I was to strongly suggest that someone choose one,
don't choose a Datsun.
That's not what I was getting at, Slick. Okay. And then, hey, I guess we got to have the battle of the old big curvy fender rigs. Same color, same wheel color. You got the 58 long bed Apache, or you got the loud truck driving by messing up my video, the 64 C900 International full custom chassis, or the old Stalker. Both of them are good choices, guys. I like that truck a whole lot. Now, what in the lift kit we got going on here? Right here, y'all have seen, this is the 61 wagon. okay? She's got patina that is meaner than the Mr. Horsepower that we found on the dang fender of this thing, which heavily influenced where this wagon's headed now. In fact, I think I see my steel wheels got delivered on the front porch today. Anyhow, as far as builds on the channel, this is her, guys. You're looking at her. Now let me explain something. I don't know how to explain this. Like the Yeehaw here, this ain't much of a project to me. We can tune on it some, like we did the carburetor swap when we felt like it. We know we can lower it in a day or two. We can slap stickers on it. That's a hell of a lot different than like this thing that we're gonna kind of have to go through some stuff on. She ain't got a motor, you know. That's a problem. Well, if you don't want to drive it, it's not a problem, but since we want to drive it, she probably needs a motor. And overall, she needs, you know, quite a bit more work. We can't do a wheel it run and then slowly upgrade as we go. But from a project standpoint, and I do consider this one a project because it needs quite a bit. From a project standpoint, this thing don't need nearly the amount of work that, say, the old 59 International on the back does. The reason I say that is because I can get every single thing for this. It's a matter of squeezing the trigger and spending the money. Everything on this thing's gonna bolt on. When we build that Datsun, we're engineering suspension, making stuff work that never worked. When we build this truck, we're fabricating, I mean, literally everything from the front of the frame horn to the rear. Whenever that International back there doing a Mustang too, I know everyone says, oh, those things just bolt on or whatever. Not that, guys. It's universal. It's going to be some work. Then we got to make that rear end fit that was never underneath there, and all that crap just adds up and adds up. I ain't saying it's a crazy amount of work, but we can build this thing fast is what I'm getting at here. So this is a project, but it's going to be a fast project, and it is going to be the next build on the channel. We're going to build her quick. Of course, everyone knows who the old Torolla is. She's earned her stripes on the channel.
She earned her chains.
Yeah, she's got a chain now. Now right here, I know people are ready for me to do this, and this kind of goes back to what I was just talking about, guys, is the Someday Model A. It's going to be an easy project in the sense that I am cheating using that Bowling Brother full rolling chassis, but still, fixing this thing up to be a runner and driver, I'm not scared of the amount of work. We're still going to do it in this old shop before we move out, but this is a lot more work than, say, the wagon. I've yet to decide if we're going to do the Model A first or the International first. I don't think the International will take super duper long, so we might be able to build all three before we move out of this place. And I ain't scared, you know, to give her a go and try at it. That's a good thing about we've got a good amount of projects that I'm excited about lined up. When you're excited about something, it's easier to work on it than if you're just building, I don't know, something you're not excited about for someone else. Not that that's what I've been doing or anything, but you know what I'm trying to say. When you're excited about it, it makes it easier. So in the inventory is the Someday Model A, and we'll get to her, guys. It's just gonna be someday. Also in the inventory, we got the slick fitty
Hubcap hauler.
Hubcap hauler, the old scrap metal special.
Yep. Boot scooting Yukon.
Yep, gotta give props to the old boot scooting Yukon. Of course, we got the old half all here, and she's neglected. I did a couple videos where y'all see me try to line out the factory carburetor on this thing, and guys, it ain't happy. You get it happy for 1 minute, and then you drive it, and then the next day it ain't happy, and we just need to carb swap it. We get past these holidays where stuff ain't so crazy on me, and for the some second channel content, we're gonna rebuild one of them Motorcraft like 2100s, and we're gonna carb swap it, have us a decent little work truck. We'll probably start keeping it out at the other place, so when we're out there hauling, working, you know, whatever, we've got our work truck back out there. I know I got real excited and was ready to make this thing a four-wheel drive, but again, I'm only one man. Yeah, I tend to always gravitate towards the ones that I get really excited about. So, not that I don't think that thing would be cool four-wheel drive. I just think, you know, a hot rod wagon and a hot rod International would probably be more up my alley of what gets me excited. Of course, right here we got Wheel Hop Wilma. She will be built. She's gonna be our Cummins swapped hauler. That's why we got the semi wheels out at the other shop. And this thing is gonna be a big project. This right now won't even fit in my shop as is. It can't clear the garage doors to get in there, much less trying to build a long wheelbase. I ain't saying we couldn't do it, but luckily, God willing, we're in a position where we don't have to do that. this next year, as we get moved into our other shop at some point, we can build this thing in a shop where she actually fits. She will be built. Of course, Mr. Mercer here, we got this thing running and driving. Some people's like, oh, you got to build it. You already started that project. I did not start this project, guys. I sampled a portion of the project to see if flipping the axle would work and get as low as I wanted, and it would not. And then I can't leave stuff how I'm not happy with it. For me to be happy with it, she needs to be hammered down in the front, and I mean freaking hammered. She's got to have, she's gonna have the goodies, okay? She's gonna look good. That's a lot of work. We're gonna try to do it without pulling the drivetrain, but there's a good possibility that we can't do it without pulling the drivetrain. So then we gotta be prepared to pull the drivetrain, possibly take off the front clip, set up all the Mustang 2, set up the rear end. We're gonna see notch it and all that kind of good stuff, then get it all back together. Again, nothing super crazy, but you know, we gotta have time to do that, and I'll figure it out. She's definitely getting done. He's definitely getting done. She's definitely getting done. Of course, y'all know the old 20-foot trailer always putting in work. This is Slick's Granada, and at the D&H walk-around, we brought this thing home. I picked her up with the loader. We even got her half running for a couple seconds. If you ain't seen that video, check it out. They probably posted before this one, I think. I don't know, guys. I'm all kinds of mixed up. And of course, you know who Edna is. She is our she's our tow pig, basically. It's all we got to tow with right now. And I guess since we showed the love trailer and the old 20-footer, we got to come over here and show y'all the Overlander Special, because she looks like an overland trailer for sure. And I did not buy this to store cardboard or to help me recycle cardboard, but right now that's what we've been doing with this old mini mover. She is maxed out on cardboard, and she's about ready to go to the recycle center.
This is the Blair.
That's the Blair. Oh, girl, you drew the Yeehaw and slapped Hot Rod on there. She got a Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday. So there's our inventory here, which most of y'all probably didn't care about. Let's head out to the other place and we'll see what we got out there. All right, out here at the other place, we got Wagon Day sausage. We got the old sausage wagon here, and yeah, I'd like to get it going. I want to ditch the wiener off the front bumper, maybe the wiener off the roof. I think that's a little much. Then overall, I think everything looks pretty cool on it. And yeah, I mean, we already have 2 box trucks that go, so again, it's hard to get motivated to.
It kind of needs the carburetor thing like on the half wall too, huh?
Yeah, well, the motor's kind of garbage. It's like, it runs and we could drive it, but I wouldn't just say like, hey, that's a good motor. Like the Yeehaw has a good motor. We're not going to get rid of it because these little box trucks are too hard to find. There's no sense in getting rid of it. We're just not going to do anything with it right away. I've got another vision for her too. Maybe a little more hot rod influenced box truck. So who knows? That may be what the sausage wagon becomes one day. Now hang a right from the zero turn in the sink, and then behind Slick Fitty there, we've got the old Toyota camper. And I've basically filled her full of trash, which y'all have seen in some of the shop update videos. And other than that, I ain't showed y'all much of this thing. Interior on this puppy is in pretty good shape. Of course, it's bare bones. It's just the mat, but everything's pretty clean in this rig. She's only got 42,000 miles, guys.
Is that a compass?
Damn right, that's a compass. Because when you
cow.
can sleep where you drive, you just need to know where you're going. You go wherever the wind takes you.
I guess that's true.
So, shortly after giving my dad the other Toyota flatbed, this one popped up for sale pretty close. I drove this thing on the trailer, guys. This thing fires up. The radiator or something up front's leaking coolant somewhere, so we need to look into that. But my thought process was we could strip off the camper, build us another flatbed, have us, like if we need to go to the city and get some metal, instead of having to hook on to the trailer, with a big enough flatbed on something like this, there you go. Nice little work truck. Since having that idea, I've needed to go get metal or plywood 0 times. Okay, so it's like, I always think these ideas, but you know, from a practical standpoint, we just gotta see what we can get to. I've got the half haul we've been using as a work truck because it's got a decent size bed, since that box is cut in half, and it's hard to justify, once again, building another mini work truck when you already got one over there that you ain't even got time to slap a proper carburetor on. Let me show you what's cool about this one though, that all the other mini trucks or flatbeds or whatever ain't had yet, and that's a latch that I can't undo apparently. Let's try again. Underneath these red racing stripes, oh, apparently she sticks. Dang right. Besides fuel injection, she's a V6, so she's got a little more thump in her britches than the little 4-cylinder ones do, I guarantee it. Yeah, so overall, this thing would probably just run and drive better than the other ones. As far as for today's standards, I don't know what she's got for gear ratio, but she could probably keep up with traffic a little better than the others. Of course, now we're at Courier Junction right here. We got this one looking like the one from the Toy Story movie, the little pizza truck. And y'all seen both of these. Both of them were kind of like a passerby segment in some previous videos. Always wanted one of these. I want one in better shape than these, but these were cheap enough that I couldn't pass up on these. I wouldn't even bought this one, but it had all 4 caps, so kind of sold me on it. And they'll be good for parts if we do find a decent one, I guess. And I guess they're not hurting anything sitting here.
They look cool sitting here at least.
Yeah. If we're gonna have junk sitting, at least it's sitting where we're at, instead of where someone else is at, where we can look at it.
It's in our way.
Now, speaking of in your way, Slick's wrecker is right here, and one day it was in our way, and he got rowdy with the tow roller and shoved her down here to the truck pile. And yeah, I got mad at him because it's got my good bedside on the back, and we need that for the moss gold one that's inside the shop right now. I'm gonna show that to y'all when we go back up there. But we may not need that bedside anymore. I ain't saying I found, I think it matches a long bed on Marketplace. That's what I'm trying to say. Same color as ours, guys. Both bedsides are good enough that it match the condition of the rest of the truck. So the moss gold long bed, I still plan on putting a better bed on that. We probably need to like do some valve seals to try to get her to quit smoking. And that's something you'll definitely see more content of this next year. Everyone knows who this damn Pot County legend is. This right here is Blue 42, and she was a freebie. Jerry sold enough things out the salvage yard for me promoting it that he told me if I wanted this thing, come and get it. I remember this truck sitting out there since I was a dang kid. First time I ever went out to that salvage. We got it running and running. She may have been running on 2 cylinders anyhow. I tried to tow a gooseneck with it. She still ran and drove. She got us some good content, and she didn't cost a whole lot of money to do that with, I guess. Oh yeah, she had the clutch plumb full of mouse nests that we had to pull out just to clean out the clutch. I remember now. Speaking of gooseneck towing, this truck right here is a truck that we did gooseneck towing. Me and Mortsky had a battle of little 720s. If y'all ain't seen that, it's on his channel. He had that yellow one over there. I had this white one. We took them out to my dad's house and beat on them. That's why I got the extra weight on the back. I put 2 of the shit diggers from the tow roller back there for extra traction. But what most people don't know about this truck is I'd been waiting to try to buy this thing. I never had time when I was working full time. And I was wanting to go buy it just for some parts off of it because it was like $100. And when I took that leap of faith that the Lord wanted me to do YouTube full time, to try to spread joy and cheer and make people laugh every Monday like I try to do. And the first day, I was my very first time ever, I was my boss. I went to buy this truck I'd been putting off for 3 months. The lady said it was still for sale. It'd been on Marketplace for like 3 months. And as I pulled up to look at it, right around the corner was a moss-covered little U-Haul pickup truck that happened to just explode my YouTube channel for the time being. Explode, y'all know what I'm saying. It helped everything tremendously. So, thank you, Lord. And sometimes, guys, you just got to take that leap of faith. We would have never found the Yeehaw if we didn't go to buy this. I would have never went to buy this if I'd never quit my job, because she shortly after that got rid of everything. The tan little Mazda, at the time, I got this truck really cheap, couple $100, and I got her half running. She's running rough. That's one of them up there, kind of like the sausage wagon. She runs, but I've heard better running stuff in my day. I thought about doing something with it, like buff it, lower it, put white steelies or a color steely on it like we do on everything. And not that I'm tired of doing that, guys. These, fun fact, these are my least favorite body styles of like the old school mini trucks. They're just so square. They don't have the character to them like that bullet side Datsun has right there. They're just kind of boxy. So I like them with the box on the back because that gives her character, all right, all the character, the big booty character right on the back. But as far as just a short bed, clean looking truck, as far as one you could be proud of to drive, I probably don't have no interest in. And of course we got a few of these because I was just on a collecting spree. This one right here is the one that actually the box from the Datsun came on the back of this one. So we took the old Bob Bed Bandit off the back of the Datsun after we done did all that work, Frenching tail lights, making a license plate slide up and down in a hidden mechanism that's so rusty she probably won't work again. Oh, she'd work, don't worry about that. But we took this off of it, then put, yeah, we did the Swaparoo, classic Swaparoo. Now that truck we got running, I remember that truck. It whipped the dog poop out of me, guys. To get it to have enough compression to fire up, I was having to cross 2 batteries to 24 volt to really get her spinning hard. And yeah, not a good motor in it neither. It would definitely need rebuilt. Our orange Datsun here, kind of same thing. We got her running. It was not running the greatest. Sometimes things just run good, and other times they're just like, yeah, she runs, but that's about it. Whiskey dents all over. I think this would make someone a good little truck. Again, you know, kind of what I would picture doing with it. I don't know I can justify keep doing lowered trucks the same on white steelies. I think it'd make someone a decent truck. I'm into this one, free 99. A gentleman named Austin that just brought it, showed up with it and gave it to me. So here she sits now. We did rob the bench seat out of her, and that's what went in the Datsun box truck. And then these are what I took out of my old Datsun. Then of course here in the back, you can never have too many 6-lug steelies. Got to keep them. And I elected for this one to become the hood storage rig, I guess. This truck we bought and basically robbed the fenders off of. I didn't mess with it to see if it would run. I was just so focused on getting the Datsun box truck finished up, and we finally found decent fenders. They were still rough. But me and Slick got those babies lined out, and yeah, it looks like she may be just plumb full of crap still. I guess this is where I'm storing the the bumpers and the grills at, because that's what's back here. I had more caps and didn't even know it. I ain't mad about that. We're gonna look at this Ford F100. At the end of one of the videos y'all seen us, well, me and my buddy Matt, he was in town, so he got put to work. We drug these home, same place I found the Datsun at. So I went to look at the Datsun. These were there. I inquired about them, ended up striking a deal and left with both of them. Not sure why I bought these. Not a bad truck. She does got quite a bit of sheet metal damage towards the bottom. Of course, you see that fender's loopy-dooed pretty good.
This side's clean.
Is she clean?
Yeah.
Little sheet metal down at the bottom, rust. Well, she clean, Slick. Has the whole bedside plumb knocked in, you know, no big deal. Yeah, she'll buff out. Premium wood kit in the back, but she does, oh shit talkie, she's highly equipped. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, crawl up in there. She's got a V8 in her, so I ain't popped the hood. We got the hood open a hair where I could literally barely glance in there. She does have a V8. When I first bought this, I was thinking short bed conversion, find the trim, fix the metal you can, of course leave the patina look, white steelies and caps. As y'all notice, there's a trend where we're just gonna lower it and put on some white steelies basically. But blup, kind of little muscle truck, shop truck influenced build here. Now we're gonna kind of do that similar influence on the square body instead. So not saying we won't do nothing with this, it's just not like really on the, she ain't projected anytime soon. This thing I bought with this thing thinking maybe we could do a wheel it run on it, fix what we had to, sell it, take some of the profit from selling it or some of the money from selling it, put it into this. That was all, you know, That's what was going through my head at the time. And instead, she's got to sit right here with a big old pepper on her back, which ain't a bad look if you ask me. What am I going to do with that pepper, you ask? Well, when we end up going and moving into the other shop, y'all got to tell me down below if you think this is a good idea or not. I'll still do it, whether you think it's a good idea or not, but I like feedback anyhow. I figured we could repaint her red. We could put hot damn on it with some cool pinstriping. We could hang it from the rafters and light that sucker up. Then, because I like marketing and I like t-shirts with my own stuff on it, I thought a cool pinstripe pepper would make a cool t-shirt. Maybe only I think that would be cool, but y'all let me know. If y'all like it, we'll do it. If you don't like it, I'll do it. I'll still hang the damn pepper and I'll get myself a shirt. Of course, right here we got the F600. She's a big box truck. Biggest box truck we got. We either sell them an extra small or holy shit. I did not buy this thing. It was like our square body we're gonna look at. It just come with the place. I'm using it as storage right now. We'll probably end up doing a will it run on it. We want to figure out if she's gonna run. And if she does, depending on what else is broke from there, you know, like fuel system, brakes, crap like that, we may make her mobile. I believe the guy said he still had a title for it. So if y'all see me, you know, pulling to the Sonic drive-through with that baby, don't worry, I just need a chili dog.
tear everything up over there.
Now we're gonna skip back to some mini truck, then we'll make her back to some rough, tough American stuff. Y'all seen the yee-haul, you've seen the half haul. Right here's the 1/8 haul. It's all that's left of one of them U-Haul box trucks. This come with the original yee-haul. Is a deal where to buy the one I had to take this because, like I said, they were cleaning up the place. We've robbed the intake. That intake is actually on the yee-haul right now that I think about it. So we have robbed some parts, and the front suspension should be good for like one of them first gens. One of the yellow units up there on the hill.
Yellow,
yeah, you know,
orange.
Yellow and orange. We ain't having this discussion again. That stuff should bolt on. Like, I think those spindles bolt on. Guys, that's why I have a hard time getting rid of this stuff. When you buy a whole parts truck for $100 or $200, you already use $100 or $200 worth of stuff off of it, and then you've got more stuff sitting there like that truck right there. What if you need a grill and them? You know how hard these are to find? They freaking ask like $100, $200 for those if you find a good set. So I sell the truck for $200, then I end up needing that for a truck, and then I just got to spend $200 to buy a grill, you know. But we could probably rob the spindles off of hey, we robbed spindles off that other one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Out at St. Louis. Yep. So we're already up spindles.
Yeah, we got both for that over there. We got
dang right. So yeah, on that one we could probably rob a couple parts, and she's about done for. Sir Mordecus left this here with us. How stupid. Me and him talk about it all the time. This was a running, driving truck. Ran good, ran like a little top. And he didn't want to haul it back to North Dakota. He wanted that motor. He pulled it. That motor's just been sitting in snowbanks since he's made it back up to North Dakota. We could have us a little ranch truck for just beating on and having fun with. But instead, you know, she makes one hell of a storage unit. We got our wood blocks in the back. Got to keep a Datsun block or two. This thing, when we first got it, she's a patch panel down.
So you found a match, I see.
Yep. I told Slick the other day I was gonna bring a patch for that 61 out here and show people how you can contour it to other metal, and when you find where it fits good, you just rob you a patch out. This motor was locked up at first. I soaked her with vinegar. I just squeaked again, hitting that high note. You know I gotta keep that keep them vocal cords warmed up. Got her freed up, got her running, did a couple donuts, shot a rap music video with it. That's damn accomplishments.
See where the cow's been walking.
She's got a hitch on the back that we may have to rob for that old 61 wagon. And this right here, same thing. I'm $100 into this car, guys. This is the same front clip that I put on my international shop truck, so if I ever need a front clip, there's one right here. It's got all the accessories on the front of the V8 small block Chevy. So if you ever got to start piecing together alternator brackets, power steering brackets, this pump, that pump, and you ain't got cores or nothing, you'll spend a lot of money quick, much more than a $100 bill, I guarantee you. Of course, we got a rear end, the exact same like what I'd put underneath the International. So for having $100 into it, it's sitting here not hurting nothing if we ever need parts from it. And I guarantee you we're going to rob the front accessories off that, because we got a 61 wagon that's got a crate motor and she ain't got no accessories. Next to the rap music mobile, I've never showed y'all this one, another Mazda. A gentleman I know got a hold of me, told me about them. $150 a piece or something, I don't remember. It was not much at all. So I went out one day and I drug them out of their spots. I'll tell y'all right now, you don't go to South Park County without hitting the old general store, okay? I don't know what in the hell they feed them chickens down here. That may be an emu leg. Look at that thing. Y'all know what I've looked at on these damn things? Nothing. I was told they're here. Told them I'll take them. We're gonna take them as they sit. See if we can't find us a rat. You'd think they would have put tow hooks on the front of this Ford, because everyone knows you're gonna end up towing it eventually. But hell no, let's make it difficult. Might have to get the old snatch block on this one. I don't know how long this thing's been sitting here. She's in the dirt pretty good. All I was told her, these people have to clear this property, and they thought of me. She may not be long enough. Oh yeah, she'll reach. Well, this is really good, guys. I'm pretty sure my battery's dead here, which is awesome. I ain't scared to pull the battery out the travel except I need to find a 1/2-inch wrench or a crescent wrench. And guess what I didn't bring with me? I'm out here by myself. Those people showed me where they were and they skedaddled, so maybe we can find some tools. Oh baby, looky here, we may be in luck. She ain't much, but she may be just enough, y'all. I thought surely this rig right here would have something. With a damned old big block and duals on the back with a flatbed, I thought surely she'd have a wrench in her. Not quite. We're just gonna leave this one alone. Look at that old perfect patina on the Mazda tailgate. Broke down with no cell phone service is exactly where you want to be. Shoot, buddy. Boy, she's slicker than penguin belly now. Let's try a little swap-a-rooey. That trailer battery was dead. She wouldn't start the travel, so I started the travel off the good battery, moved her back there. Hopefully we don't kill this thing. Those people, they just left, and I'm not joking when we ain't got no cell phone service, so if we get stuck in the water, we're stuck in the water. She's trying to make things super easy. The column's locked, can't find no keys. Another day in the office. So there she used to sit next to the old B2000 SE-5 edition. Boy, look at them graphics. And right there's where she be now. And you're going home with me. I'll drive through cow shit because I ain't scared of it. I done told you, little horns, you don't want none, all right? Now, big horns up there, if he comes down here, we may get back in the vehicle. This thing has been sitting here a while. We're running behind. We're running out of time. So we're gonna load her up and she's gonna look mighty fine. I'm trying to record here, Betsy. Bill, you look good next to it. Damn it, Bill. Done scratched the paint.
Got you some free bob wire.
Steering column's locked up. She is rolling. How long y'all reckon she been sitting there, huh? Good man, it's the answer. Told y'all 4 pounds. And she looks good, guys. It's unfortunate she has all them little whiskey dents all over her.
Oh, here goes, here he comes.
Oh.
The big one.
Shit. They better pack the lunch. Uh-huh. They better stay on his side of the creek. Oh, shit. Most folks don't know it, but this vehicle's intended for off-road purposes only.
All right, we're out of here before they realize the Pot County legend was even here.
Look at that dirt dauber clogger right there.
That's a big one.
Dang, AC truck, she fancy. She also has a pristine interior, as you see right here. Oh, she's got a good door. I like this one because of the stripes, but it's got its fair amount of dents all over, and it goes back to not my favorite body style, last tagged to 93. So anyhow, she's been sitting exact same place our Pinto wagon came from. She too has a hitch, I see. Equivalent on the rat's nest underneath the hood. Matches the other one is what I'm trying to say there. Wheels are so rusted, and you know they got flat spots on them or whatever, but she's got the 2.3 in her. She is, which I was messing with a lot at the time, so another 2.3. I like wagons. This is about the ugliest wagon I've ever owned, and I owned a Datsun wagon, guys, and this thing makes it look like a freaking cream puff. Again, I don't know we'll do anything with it, but at the time I couldn't pass it up. I don't foresee us needing parts from it, so we may have to, like I said, I'm kind of brainstorming what I'm going to get rid of. Please don't bug me about them. If I decide to get rid of stuff, I'll let you guys know. All right, here, y'all have seen this in the background because how can you miss it? She's the twin stack attack Loadstar. You can look at the plaque, and yes, I said plaque. That is raised, okay? That is stamped in metal. That is not a sticker. Man coupe, no chicks allowed. You can tell good and well that this is one sweet rig. She's got a shortened wheelbase already, so someone shortened her up. Yeah, where is it? Right here. Is it there? Somewhere in here you can see where they did it. They probably welded her back together with some 60-10. This hitch is just sat in place on the back. As you can see, she's got the radiator, shroud, fan, all that good stuff missing. But look at them twin stacks right there. She's got the orange on her. Way better condition than the other one, and I know some of y'all's gonna say to build this one, play with the YALL theme, take that box, throw it on there. Like I know what everyone's gonna say, and I'm not gonna do it, guys. I don't have no desire to have no huge box truck myself, if I'm being honest. Hey, look at the lights on top of this thing. Like, this thing wanted to be a big rig so bad it couldn't stand it. Check out the interior in this rig. These floors are usually all rusted, and I'm sure underneath here it is. But got the nice orange color throughout it. He found these seats on Marketplace. I think he said they pulled them out of a Camaro or something. I don't know what they actually are. I think they're like a universal seat. But anyhow, they do not look bad in here. Got the little center console pad thing. Limited edition plaque up there. $5 charge for whining. We got the STP and the Texaco. Look at the sweet shift knob. I mean, this thing is a unit, guys. The main thing with it is the engine's locked up, and I verified that because I shoved it down the hill over there and we dumped the clutch and it did not free up.
It said nope.
No. I didn't even tell everyone. I forgot. I flat towed this here from 1.5 miles or so down the road with the tow roller.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh. That poor car.
That poor car, hell, is about that poor me, because it broke off over there in the neighborhood. It was my first time entering this place, and I'm like, I've got a Loadstar rolling through this. I did that on purpose. You want to tighten it to break it and then take her back. Oh, she got some hit on the bottom, Bill. Get you every time. Perfect. Y'all know that old tow roller can handle a load. We ain't got much work to do here, guys. We are gonna grind this out. I got some crappy old tabs I've had for a while. We're gonna weld them on. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Oh, she's ready. Like I said, I think she'll tow it. Stop it made me a different story. Come on, you little tow roller who could. She's back there, guys. I would not drive this far like this, but we're going a mile down the road. I actually have a buddy who lives right down here who said we can store it there for now. So that's what we're going for. Just stay behind me, baby. You see the multiple pumps? That's the ABS brakes. This SOB don't have ABS brakes, so we gotta use the Pot County version. A bunch of stomps. She only pushed us sideways a little bit. Well, I got her with the tow strap now, guys. Let's just say something broke. Can y'all guess where they broke at? It wasn't that damn wheeled, I guarantee you that. What's odd about it, the gentleman said he would go out and drive it around about every 6 months or so, and he went to go out there and she was just locked up. He pulled that stuff and put the pry bar on the front or whatever, and no luck. I was hoping that it was something like rat's nest or dirt daubers or something, you know, up on the flywheel had something wedged good, but I think the roll down the hill and dumping the clutch confirmed it wasn't something that's going to come apart that easy. And anyhow, here's what I'd like to do with this. We know the Loadstar over there has a good running engine. She's got a good running engine. This one needs a good running engine. I would like to simply swap that engine into here, get the brakes and stuff working, make sure, you know, lights, turn signal, stuff like that. I don't plan on hauling big rig trailers. Or do we? Exactly. Either way, that's good weight on the back. That's going to keep traction to the ground. What I think would be cool is put a set of poles on the back of this sucker with a winch up front. And when we get up to one of these little mini trucks, we could basically pick it up and drag it wherever the hell we wanted it. And right next door, we got the old 64 wagon. She's got a V8 in her. I think we'll end up doing a wheel it run on this one. So I don't want to show you too much of it. We'll save that for a future date. But as you can see, you know, quick glance, she's in RUFF shape. She's a little rough, but she's a 64 wagon, and you don't find them laying around everywhere every day. And lastly but leastly, out here, y'all know I buy all the mini mover boxes I can find.
Oh no.
Hey, I left this out here yesterday. Y'all will see that in one of the videos that I knew I forgot it. And I've been telling myself all day to get it, and I plumb forgot it was out here yet again. Thanks for seeing that, Slick. So there's the one half of the half haul. She's now the dumpster, I reckon. And then this one, it came with the half haul. So I got the half haul truck, and she came with a spare box.
It feels so much better in here.
Holy cow. Right here, the GMC long bed, it come with the place. I think her valve seals are leaking, so she smokes a little bit. Super cool color on this thing. I love this moss gold. Overall, the truck's in good shape, but as you go down low, you see, yeah, we got some rust. It ain't perfect by any means. Some of y'all's plumb crazy too, because I believe in myself, and I have access to friends with the proper sheet metal tools even, and y'all's like, hey, just start pulling that thing out. I think she'll line right out, no problem. Nope. No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, if you really wanted to, but dang. We got that other bedside out there, super cheap at the salvage yard. We can put it on here and then try to color match our paint. Or, like I said, I found a whole nother bed on Marketplace. I believe it's the exact same color. We're gonna go get it at some point. If it matches good, we'll just swap it on. Then I think I wanna cut this thing down to a short bed, look at doing like a 5/6 drop, a little steely setup, or maybe even some different cooler wheels, like cooler. You ain't getting much cooler than steel wheels if you always ask me, okay? But what other people think's cooler, I'm wanting to add a little diversity, but I still want to like it. There's like some oversized, like 18x8 torque thrust for the front. It had like the rough gray look with the polished lip. And then there's like a 20x9 for the back that I missed out on. And I think a wheel like that would have looked real tough on this with it being a short bed and squatted, you know. So anyhow, she's gonna get some more love on the channel too, like I said. This is Top Stitch Tailors. We're just storing it for them right now. And of course, the rest of the someday Model A pieces that we've been gathering up. And yeah, I reckon that's about it. That's quite a bit of inventory for the last year. We drug home a lot of crap. Well, that's it, guys. A lot of yakking, but I kind of wanted to give, a lot of people ask questions, and I just don't always have time to explain, so hopefully that explains some of it. Future content for sure will be 61 wagon. We're going to build it. That one next, and then in no particular order after that. 59 International, getting the Mustang 2, the Ford Explorer rear end, the 8.8 underneath that. It's going to get squatted down. This thing at some point, I'm wanting to put some coilover, some better suspension on Slick's Love where he ain't got to ride around and lose teeth. We can maybe get it riding good. And of course the someday Model A, which has to be done before we move into this shop. Y'all know what we got going on, and who knows what we're going to find between here and there that can always, you know, throw a little wrench in some plans. I mean, it's like, no, this is what I'm going to do. And then some really cool stuff pops up. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. This is your end of the year inventory. I'm on the Instagrammer, on the Patreon. I keep saying it. January, early January-ish, we'll be restocking and releasing some new stuff on the website. We appreciate all y'all support. Appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all. We had a great year, and I hope we're just getting started around here. So I'll see you guys next time. But don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project.